Welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're tackling something you've probably seen blowing up online, especially TikTok, creatine gummies. Specifically those Beast Bites ones, 5 grams of creatine, but it's candy.
Yeah,
Sounds kind of like a Jim Bros fever dream, honestly.
it really does. The convenience factor is huge.
Totally. But that's what we're diving into. Does this super convenient gummy actually, deliver?
Mm,
Or is there a catch?
exactly. That's the mission today, really. To cut through the hype for you and ask, are you getting those easy, tasty gains they promise? Or does the actual chemistry tell a different story?
Okay, so let's talk appeal. What makes Beast Bites so popular? I mean, besides the TikTok blitz, what are they actually claiming?
Well, the big claim is 5 grams of creepier creatine per serving. And creepier is generally seen as high quality.
Right. And a serving is what, 5 gummies?
5 gummies, yeah. And people seem to love the flavors. Strawberry, blue raspberry. Reviews say super yummy.
Plus, they tick a lot of boxes, don't they? Vegan, NSF certified, made in the USA, clean ingredients. It looks good on paper.
It does.
Yeah.
And, for some people, maybe gummies are the only way they'll actually take creatine consistently.
That's a fair point. Convenience matters. And we should say, creatine itself, the science is solid there, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely solid. It's one of those research supplements, period. Proven benefits for strength, power, muscle growth, fast recovery.
And even some cognitive stuff, right? Mental clarity.
Yeah, there's growing evidence for that too.
Yeah.
And definitely not just for men. It benefits everyone. Creatine works. The question is, does it work in this specific form?
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. Because the first thing you notice is the price. Wow.
Yeah, the cost difference is pretty stark when you break it down.
So Beast Bites, you're looking at about, 89 cents a serving? Comes out to nearly $29 a month?
Mm-hmm. Compare that to standard creatine monohydrate powder, same 5-gram dose, maybe 15 cents a serving.
15 cents. So like 6 times more expensive for the gummies. That's a lot. You're saving over $200 a year just by using powder.
You are burning through cash just for the chewiness. But honestly, that's not even the biggest red flag.
Oh. So what did the lab coats find when they actually tested these things? I heard No Foods did some third-party testing.
They did. And this is where things get pretty concerning. They tested 12 different creatine gummy brands.
Okay.
And 6 of them failed to meet their label claims for creatine content. 6 out of 12. That's a 46% failure rate across the board.
Wow. Nearly half. Were Beast Bites in that group?
They were. Despite the premium marketing, the testing showed they didn't contain the amount of creatine stated on the label.
So what did they contain instead, if not the full 5 grams of creatine?
Well, this is the kicker. They often contained higher levels of creatinine.
Creatinine, isn't that basically creatine's waste product? Like what your body excretes?
Exactly. It's what creatine breaks down into. So it's kind of like paying premium for, expired milk. You're paying for the good stuff, but getting something that's already degraded.
Yikes. So why does this happen? Why is the creatine turning into waste inside the gummy? Is it just bad manufacturing?
It's more about basic chemistry, actually. Creatine is known to be notoriously unstable in acidic, moist environments.
Okay.
And what is a gummy? It's usually got citric acid for flavor, it's got water content, and it sits on a shelf for a while. It's basically the perfect storm for creatine breakdown.
So the gummy environment itself degrades the creatine into creatinine before you even buy it.
That seems to be the core issue.
Ooh.
The format works against the active ingredient, basic chemistry undermining the marketing promise.
Gotcha. So, okay, let's bring it back to the bottom line for someone listening. Beast Bites does use creepier initially, which is good.
Right. They start with a quality ingredient. And the testing, while showing underdosing, might suggest they are perhaps better than some other failed brands, maybe, if you absolutely insist on a gummy.
But fundamentally, the gummy format itself is the problem for creatine stability.
That's the takeaway, yeah.
Yeah.
The format is fighting against the molecule.
So when you weigh it all up, the cost, the stability, the actual dose you're getting, powder seems like the obvious choice, doesn't it?
It's hard to argue against it. 5 grams of powder dissolves easily, tastes like pretty much nothing in water, and you know you're getting the full dose. Guaranteed potency, fraction of the cost.
Your wallet will definitely thank you, and probably your muscles too. It really comes down to that trade-off about slick marketing and convenience versus, well, science and value.
This whole thing raises a bigger question, I think.
Yeah.
How critically are we as consumers really looking at these popular fitness trends? Are we just buying the hype, or are we digging into the science? Makes you wonder, what other super popular, maybe overpriced fitness things out there deserve a closer look. Something to think about.